4 has very specific hand position, and you want to crisscross your hands like that, and you want to take the thenar eminences here and put them right, feel the back of your head. If you feel down on your neck muscles, right, and then you feel up above your neck muscles, there's kind of a bulb and a bulge in the bone, and then right above that there's a hollow.
Right above?
Right above, yeah, so it goes in, it bulges out, then there's a hollow, and then it bulges out for the rest of the back of the ox. But there's a little hollow on either side, right there, people. You feel that? That's where you want your thenar eminences. Okay? As in that hollow right there. And most people's thumbs, the top part's pretty bony, and this part's pretty fleshy. So you need to, if you put your hands like that, their head's going to be laying on the bone. So you need to roll your thumbs so that the palms of the pads of your thumbs are almost touching each other in order to roll your thumbs out so that it's on the fleshy part. Otherwise it will be uncomfortable for them. Okay? So it's getting the hand position, put my hand like that, and then getting those thenar eminences right in those hollows. And if you get it right, it generally feels pretty comfortable for their head. How's that feel there? Okay. And so my fingers are down on the neck, but I'm really not trying to control the neck. I don't know if it's possible. Can you roll onto your left side and show the...
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of like that, right? Like that. So you can... So see my thenar eminences, here's her... that ridge, so here's her occipital protuberance, there's the ridge on either side, and so that hollow is right here. So my one thenar eminence is right there, and I got my hands crossed, so my other thenar eminence is on the other side. Okay? So can you roll to the other side to show the people on the other side? Okay? So my thenar eminence is right in that hollow there. Okay? Now everybody's head's a little different, so you'll have to maybe feel around and find that hollow. You feel it in you? Yeah. So I put my thenar eminences right in that hollow. Okay, go ahead and lay flat on your back. So from this position, flexion and extension, flexion feels like my two thenar eminences are trying to move apart. It's like that bone is swelling under my head, and then extension it comes together. So with flexion I let it out, with extension I move it in and then make my hands like wood to hold it. And then let it out, then follow it back in. Okay? So that's what you do with the CV4. Let me get my hand in there again. Okay, try to get in the right place. Okay, and then meld. So the other trick to this is you've got to let your hands really relax. Because if I'm like this, how does that feel to your head?
Pressure.
Compared to like that.
More pressure. Yeah.
So try to let your hands relax and meld. I can feel her cardiac pulse up here.
So even in the wood stage, your hands are relaxed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's going to take flexion. Flexion is filling. Extension is emptying. I'm just going to follow it in and hold it.
Are you still feeling like when you go into the, well, you're still in the wood state, but, you know, as they extend, go into an extension, you kind of, is it still 90% intention, 10% movement? In terms of your movement?
Well, when my hands are like wood, they're just there. They're just going to sit there.
But prior to, but when she
I'm
goes
just
into
following.
extension and you follow?
Yeah, I just with that very gentle melding.
Okay,
Yeah,
same.
same, exactly.
Okay.
But her rhythm still has that tentativeness to it. So go ahead and. So I haven't released the wood because it's still kind of whipping around. So I don't know if it hasn't settled down into this stillness yet either.
And how long would you hold that? I mean, is there a point when you say this is not something the body wants to do?
Yeah. First of all, normal treatment, I wouldn't even be doing this. Unless their body asks for it, right? But if you were doing it, if you're treating allopathically, yeah, you would kind of give it a good chance to settle in. So it's just that whipping sensation starting to. It's like it's whipping something. Imagine if something was rotating, and every time it came by, it whipped you a little bit. That's what it's feeling like back here. That's starting to settle down. There she goes. So now I can release the wood, which almost immediately goes into a flexion. Yeah, she really didn't want to get treated that way, actually, being forced. So. But that was the way I was trained, and very quickly trying to apply how I was trained, noticing it didn't work very well. I had to find another way, and that's, staying in communication with their own knowing, their own wisdom, as it's being expressed through their body, is the best way. Just keep the communication going. And I'm really relaxing again, so you're starting to feel the oxygen back out again. So one of the things they always teach is there are some contraindications to a CV4, and one is a hemorrhagic stroke. Or if somebody's unconscious, you don't know why, you don't go do a CV4 on them because it could be a stroke. And I don't know that it's ever been proven, but they consider that it could make it worse if you did a CV4 on somebody with an active bleed in their head. But I've never had the opportunity to even try that, so. I guess if you're working in an ER and somebody came in, you did cranial work. But